Tired of spending a lot of damn money on these packs and not getting anything you wanted? Head on over to MrMuckCoin.com for the best, cheapest, fastest, reliable service. Make sure you use code GS for 10% off your purchase. All right, so we are back at it again with yet another squads gameplay with my man Drift and A13 Master. So we are fresh off of a few wins. And we had some sweaties, but this right here is our Super Bowl. We're going up against Stevenson Young, Jerry Rice, two goats that we got to go on ahead and go against. And again, our Super Bowl. So these guys right here, you see Nasty. All three of them are the Nasty crew. And me and Drift and my girl Country, we played against them a few days ago, and they beat us. And they, jumped in the chat and was all very, GG. Could have been sarcastic, could have been, I'm not sure, but they were, a lot of GGs in there. And Drift was excited. So was I to get our rematch against these guys because, they beat us. And, when you lose in squads, you definitely try to remember. So we match up against them. You can try and, give them that L. So, first drive right here, moving the ball pretty well. Throwing Daddy McDaddingtons. And then you'll notice that we swapped offensive coordinators. A1 is now running the offense instead of Drift. So this is A1 and my Super Bowls here. So we both were 6-1, made the playoffs, and we both made the Super Bowl. So we are sharing playoff berths here, sharing Super Bowl berths here. Let's see if we can go ahead and get ourselves a W. So A1 standing in the pocket. Unfortunately, we get sacked, and we got to go ahead and settle for a field goal. But it is a 3-0 lead. Now, me running the defense, I remembered last time we played them, they came out in pistol bunch, and they ran fake screen wheel with 3 users. It was hell. It was definitely difficult. But this time, instead of running wide 9 like how I usually always run, I'm going to go on ahead and stay in dollar because this whole playoff run, dollar was working pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and stay in that. And Drift has really good users. A1 has really good users. And my users, just like that, they on fleek. Don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody please give these gentlemen a link to my channel. Let them know do not throw the ball my way as we come away with the huge interception. And the very next play, we are going to almost scamper on in to the end zone. And we're going to go ahead and take it to the second quarter. And we end up getting popped right there straight up the middle on the 1 yard line, losing a yard, putting us at the 2. And we're going to hit that swing. Beautiful spin move right there. Spin the moose. And then he's like, hey, I heard this is a fake. Lane Johnson to the right. And we end up scoring the 2-point conversion, going up 11. So that right there is big because if they kick a field goal, we are still up 8 points. And they're going to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a very good call right there to sneak in the PAT for the to go for 2. So right here they're starting to run the ball out of a heavy under center set. And right here is the fake screen wheel that they run out of pistol bunch. And it's helped. They were no huddling. They have the tight end on a streak. That for the high point, they have the fake wheel. They also have the screen. The wheel route on the left and a slant going to the right. It's hell. It is not easy with all these users flying around to try and stop this play. Right standing in the pocket, goes high, and thankfully we are there to knock it out of his hand. 2nd and 10, they go for the toss, and that right there, you notice pancakes everywhere. I was not paying attention to the offensive play call, the offensive formation. 2 receivers, I believe, but 2 tight ends, and I come out in dollar. And that right there is insta pancakes on the run, and it's just my fault for lack of attention for picking my play before they pick theirs. So, but again, we are still up a touchdown. Well, not up a touchdown, but they need a touchdown in order to take the lead because we are up 4 because of the 2-point conversion that we went for. And that right there is a nice little cushion to have, knowing that they can kick a field goal and still be down. So at this point, we're very close to field goal range. And that also helps us out because right there, we throw a pick. A1 makes a not so good read on the outside. One of the few bad reads you're going to see him make because he's usually on point with all of his reads. Again, we're sticking in dollar right here, running DB fire and crossfire, doing pretty well out of it. Right here, big 3rd and 19, and we get ourselves another sack. And we're going to go ahead and call timeout. We're going to give A1 plenty of time to move the ball downfield. But we are playing Ray Guy in the flesh. Pins us at the 3-yard line. And right here, we just want to get out of here without getting any type of safety, without, messing up. So we're just going to run the ball a few times and try to escape here alive without making any mistakes. Right here, we end up rolling 1 yard shy of the first down. So 4th and 1, we're not going to take a chance. We don't want to put them in great position in case we do get stopped. So we're just going to go on ahead, punt them the ball, and force them to get at least 30 yards before they need to kick a field goal. So right here, really short underneath over there to the left, and they're going to go on ahead and waste their last timeout. So no timeouts remaining, no big plays, keep them in bounds. We should be all right. Goes deep over the middle, and we get an interception on a deflection. That right there rhymes accidentally, and we'll take that. So 1st and 10 right here. Anyone's still looking for some type of plays. Goes deep downfield to the right, and OBJ doing what OBJ does. We're going to go on ahead and kick a field goal right before the half. This game is awful. I tell you guys all the time, this game is awful. Squads is definitely more enjoyable than head-to-head. But still, that doesn't take away from the awful mechanics of this game. It's just awful. It is what it is. Right here, we end up doing a little push kick to the side, and we end up almost pinning him for like a safety if we would have got there in time. But nonetheless, because of the 2-point conversion and because of the field goal, that puts us up a full 7-point, a full touchdown lead. So that right there is definitely a huge factor. And again, these guys beat us before, so we know they're capable of moving the ball. And I was on defense when they beat us before, so I definitely have a chip on my shoulder. I want to go on ahead and call defense to shut them down because they completely dotted me up the first time we played them. So 2nd and 11 right here. Goes over there to the right, and A1 is just a second behind picking that off. 3rd and 6 right here. Go to the flats, drift a bit on the flat, and that left the right side wide open. And that's my fault. I was actually supposed to cover the flat and allow him to cover the wide receiver on the left. But nonetheless, they still moving the ball against us, but we almost get a big sack. They're going to go on ahead and settle for a field goal right here, and that right there puts us still a 4-point game right here. So all we need is just a field goal to put us up a full touchdown. They're not really moving the ball too well. I mean, they're throwing some dots, but we're not struggling too bad against them, as long as we can go on ahead and put some points on the board right here. So we run to the right here, take some time off of the clock, and big spin move, big spin move right here. Nice little run right up the middle again, taking some time off of the clock. I tell you guys all the time, there's 2 things your opponent needs to come back in any sport. They need the ball, and they also need time, unless it's tennis, right? Because you don't really need the ball, and you don't really need time because it's, but in hockey, it's not really a ball, it's a puck. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. They need time to come back, right? And they also need whatever the hell it is, type of ball, whatever sport they're using, whatever form of, movement that you need to move beyond the line, whether it's a puck or a ball or a volleyball, whatever. You know what the hell I'm talking about. So right here, we're guaranteeing ourselves at least a full touchdown lead. Play it safe, run up the middle, go on ahead. We'll kick our field goal, and let's see if we can lock up on defense and put an end to this game. So again, still sticking with Dollar, because Dollar this entire playoff run has been doing pretty well. And again, we got 2 users on the outside on the hard flats that are, using very, very, very well for us. And right there, under A1 kind of missed the tackle a little bit underneath right there, which would have been nice. But right here, they attempt a run, but that right there gets blown up, and that's intimidating. Whenever you could come out in Dollar and still stop the run. Right there, drift straight. He was so heated about that, too, that he didn't get a tackle animation. Right there, though, we get a big sack right there by Ronnie Lott. I did make a change, though. I end up putting Ronnie Lott on that side as the blitzer from the right side, because I feel that he'll have great speed. But more importantly, when he gets picked up, or if he gets picked up, he's going to have very good block shed to be able to hopefully get off the block. And here they go with their pistol wheel. But again, Ronnie Lott with another sack. Did get blocked, but he ends up getting the sack anyway. So right there, they threw an out route right to drift, and he just played the inside, and he was just highly upset about it. Once again, on the run, my fault, not paying attention. We end up going on Dollar when they were in a run set, and I wasn't paying attention. But as you've seen right there, Lucky blocked PAT, and that allows us to go in 4-2, gives us a 3-point lead. And that right there was used. So instead of a tie game and us having to score or getting scoring position with 50 seconds remaining, we now have the lead. So now we can pretty much coast at this point. We can run the ball a few times, and if we're close to a first down, we can go on ahead and go for the kill or punt, whatever A1 is deciding to do at that time. So back-to-back runs right here, and they're going to call a timeout, and he decides to go for the kill on 3rd and 5. We're looking, he hits the flat, big block by me, and that right there ends the game. So we get lucky with the blocked PAT returned for 2. And he says, "Good game, Jessens. Always respect this." The 2 times I played him, it was a hell game. It was 2 hell games playing these guys. So definitely good game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's your boy GS, man. We're gonna go on ahead and be signing out. Peace. And we won the Super Bowl. So big trophies, big 25 plus trophies coming our way. And I love the trophies, baby. Well, 37 trophies total for winning a full season in squads in all Madden first string. The Super Bowl alone is 20 trophies. Until next time, man, we'll see you guys. Peace.
Oh my god. Bro, like, but regardless, yo, who throws that?